if they want to feel safe, so like where they will feel safe as a kids. Kids means I'm not talking about 5 years, 7 years. I'm talking about 1 year, 2 year kids. So where that 1 year, 2 year kids will feel safe.
Their parents.
Are their parents. And how they, as soon as that 1, 2 year kid sees their parents, and what is their first emotion that comes?
Happy.
Lift me up. Okay, happy is okay. So after they're happy, then what? Lift me. And how do they act? Saying that, okay, now that I want you to lift me.
They put their hands up.
Well, hands up. That's the exact emotion that we are seeing on the screen. The reason why we all lift and say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So why we do this now? Because to symbolically express that Krishna, we are not safe here. Doesn't matter it's a 1-year-old or a 10-year-old or a 30-year-old or a 60-year-old or a 100-year-old, doesn't matter. We are not safe here. Right? So that's why we want to come to you. And how to express that? Right? Raising your hands and loudly chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Right? So that is the cry for Krishna. That is how we cry for Krishna. So if you can cry, if you can literally get the tears in our eyes, that is the extreme, and that is the ecstasy you're talking about. So I think we all pray that we all go there one day. But at least until that point, whenever we say Hare Krishna, we are asking for protection, saying that Krishna, my father, where are you? And I want you to come and lift me up, take me back to Goloka, take me back to Vaikuntha. Right? So that is the message, that is the symbolic representation of that expression. Okay, so now we will do a quick kirtan, and then probably for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we'll do a small bhajan, and we will do chanting for some 10 minutes, and then we'll get into today's topic. Okay, hope that sounds like a plan.
Yes.
Anyone expected? Anyone expected?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
phone is connected to Bluetooth.
So 1 or 2 families.
One of the families, okay? No, this works.
You can start, Prabhu.
Okay. All right. So first we'll start with this Panchatattva Maha Mantra, because we are taking their blessings. Right? So as you can see, when we recite this mantra, we are taking blessings of how many people? So can you all read the names that is on this side of the screen? First, let's gonna start from top. And who is that? Okay. Lord Chaitanya Prabhu. And who is he? He is Radha and Krishna together. And next one. Okay. The one in the blue. The one in blue. Yeah, Nityananda. And what do you see in the next line? Second line. No. In second line.
Under the name.
Lord Balaram. Right? Next one. In the white dhoti. Yeah. In the white, yeah. You can say. So here, this person that. So what do you see here?
Shri Advaita.
Advaita. That's okay. Both of you can say together. Harihara, okay. Mahavishnu and Shiva. So they both combined called Harihara. Okay, so next one in kind of red dhoti. Gadadhar Pandit. And who are they? Srimati, Radharani, and Lalita Sakti. Next one.
Yeah.
Last one. You want to say, girls? You want to say?
Yeah.
Both of you, yeah. Srivasa Pandit. Someone has a close name. Srivari, right? Someone says Srivari, so this is Srivasa. Srivar, okay, all right, Srivar. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think that your name is so close to this name, right? Okay. All right, let's go. You want to say? Complete what you're reading? You want to complete what you're reading?
I can't really see him.
You can see it, then come closer.
It's alright.
That's okay. Okay, you want to go?
You want to help?
Nardamuni, the team leader.
Nandamuni, the team leader. Right? So when we recite this mantra, we are taking permission from all these people. That's what we are doing. Okay, but before we go to mantra, there are a couple of more mantras we do, and then we'll come to this mantra. All right? Namo Vishnu Pradaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Krishna Pradaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Punyavadi Acharya Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Everyone. You all see the mantra there. Namo Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Now remember, Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Okay, so this is like a listen and follow. So first, whoever is leading the kirtan, they will sing, and all of us will follow. So what is going on is we are trying to engage all our senses while doing the kirtan. So it means we are not just singing, right? So there's a science behind it. So now what is the science? When the lead singer is singing, we are using our ears to. That means we are engaging our ears to get the emotion, right? Because every singer, every lead kirtanier will express a kind of emotion. So you're trying to catch that emotion, not just the words coming out of that mouth of the Kirtanya, right? So you're trying to catch that emotion. You're trying to be, sync with that emotion and sing and pray, right? So now when all the audience and all the devotees are singing, that's where the kind of lead Kirtaniya will hear that just to see. So that's how that we both will talk. So basically, this is we are having a conversation, but we are having a conversation in terms of a kirtan. When I'm talking or when I'm singing, you are listening. When you're talking, I'm listening. That's how we are both are in tune, right? And this is happening. And whenever we do the kirtans like this, especially with these mahamantras like this, right? So this is not for our ears. This is for the soul. So this is for a purification of the soul. This is to fulfill that soul's hunger, right? So this is not for our entertainment. This is to satisfy the soul. All right. Now with that background, let's get started. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare So when we do this kirtans, big Haribol, good job. So when we do this kirtan, right? So Krishna is not looking at how nice our voice is. Krishna doesn't care because Krishna knows this voice is going to die out one day. So the Krishna will never focus on things temporary. Only we focus on things that are temporary. Right? So we think that I will sing only if my voice is good. Right? I will talk about Krishna only if I know something. Right? So we look at the temporariness in everything. Right? Especially that's why in kirtans, in bhajans, kirtans especially. Right? So don't worry about what will my next neighbor think about me if I sing. Okay? So Krishna is not going to. We are doing, especially, in movies, right? In movies, they do music or they sing songs, right? So in movies, they do sing songs for the pleasure for whom? For the people, for the audience. But for the but whereas the kirtans we are doing for the pleasure of whom? For your neighbor? For the happiness of your parents? To get good grades in your school? No? Then for whom? Then for what we are doing this kirtan for? For the pleasure of? For the pleasure of Krishna. As a service. This is a service we are doing. Service means not, service, there are many kinds of services. Right? So there is a service you can do that you can cook a nice meal and offer as bhoga for Krishna. That's a service. Right? You can go and help in programs, set up the altar like this, or I saw the Matajis were trying to stitch the garlands. That's a service for Krishna. You can dress up deities. You can do the morning aarti. You can put them to bed. These are all services. Now, just like all these services, even kirtan is also service. Even chanting his names is also service. Right? So Krishna looks at all these as services. So in services, there is nothing like a good service or a bad service. Even if you take and clean the carpet here, that's considered service. Right? So wherever there is a Krishna, that house becomes a temple. So anything that we do in that house will become a service. That's why our homes are temples. That means we don't need to go to other physical temples away from the home. Krishna says that wherever there is the glories of Krishna is being happening, held. Thank you. Right? So wherever there's a glories of Krishna happening, that home becomes a temple. So that's what Krishna wants us to see. Of course, we can all go to temple to get association of other devotees, other things, very, very special activities which we cannot do in home. But the point what Krishna is asking us is to make our homes as temples. Right? That is what the whole Krishna consciousness is all about. How can we make our homes as temples? How can we make our hearts as temples? Because Krishna is nowhere. Krishna is in our heart. Right? So that means how can we purify our heart so that Krishna can happily stay in that home? Right? So now just imagine, if our house is not clean, can we stay in it?
No.
If our kitchen is not clean, can we even cook there?
No.
Right? If the bed is not clean, can we sleep there?
Maybe.
Right? Maybe? Okay. Right? So yes, similarly, if our heart is not clean, if our soul is not clean, then how can we expect Krishna to come and stay there? Right? That's what when we all do these kinds of services, they are for what? To purify our heart, to purify our soul, to purify our consciousness. When we have that, when we have created that ground, or the consciousness, that's when Krishna will come and sit. Krishna will come and dance on the tip of our tongues. Right? So that's what the Kirtan is all about. Kirtan, anything that we do in this process in Bhakti is about to purify our consciousness. That's what the Bhakti in simple. Right? So I know we're at 5:30, so we probably want to do a small Kirtan and then
Can we all sing one more time? Prabhu has explained, very detailedly why we need to sing loud. Do we care about our voice?
No.
Do we? No. We care about neighbors? No. How much when you want something, you shout at, right? At home, right? Mom, I want this. Yes? Let's loudly, because
Maybe.
go, what?
I'm not sure if I scream.
You can. That's what he said.
I can scream.
Yeah, you can scream with Krishna name. So that, Krishna can hear from Goloka. Goloka is so many millions of miles from you.
So you're not that.
So while baby, let's say babies, we all just came from baby stage, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So baby intensifies the cry. When mother doesn't pay attention, the sound will increase. When you don't get attention also, you'll increase your scream, right? When Krishna doesn't come, we have to increase our scream by loudly chanting his names. What do you chant at home when you want something? Mom, I want this. Right? I did that. I did that many times. Even now I will do it.
Huh?
Even now I will do it. To my mom. Okay. So let's sing, So it is very important, when Narada asks, Krishna, where do you stay? Because I see everywhere you appearing, in all the lokas. Where do you actually stay? And Narayan replies, Yatra mad bhakta gayanti tatra tishtami Narada. Yatra mad bhakta gayanti. Wherever his holy names are chanted, there Krishna comes. Definitely. It is difficult for us to reach Krishna, going from here to all the way there. But we call his names and he is going to present among you. He's going to be there, here, now, somewhere invisible. And he will write a note. Okay, these are all there. Right? Like a teacher attendance. But again, so all this, the purification process, what we are doing is, it's all equivalent to doing so many yajnas by chanting loudly his names. That's how we will get purification in this planet Earth. And especially in the age of Kali, Harirnam Namaiva Kevalam Kalau Nasteva Gatiraka. It says, other than chanting the holy name of Lord Hari, there is no other way. There is no other way. 3 times. That's what it says, like, There is nothing that is more auspicious than chanting the holy names. Okay, we can spend a lot of money, we can spend everything, so much opulence and doing the big yajnas and big yagas, but that's and all. It's all good, but it is all. But if you chant a holy name, that's almost equivalent to it. Okay, so we keep that in mind and let's chant loudly. This is a nice, Krishna always likes his names. The goal why we are chanting, we need to make friendship with Krishna, or we need to build some relationship with Krishna, so that he will come for our rescue when in this material world. Okay. Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara. Nanda Kumara Madana Gopala. Madana Gopala.
Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. All right, so this will go. So is the voice audible in the back?
Yes.
So it's coming from the speaker or what I'm talking
It's
about?
coming from
It's coming from the speaker, right? Okay, all right. Just want to make sure. Okay, so we'll do is we'll do the group chanting for next 10 minutes. So we are slowly introducing chanting also, and then we'll get into the discussion for today. Okay. So when we do the chanting, probably you may have seen these japamalas before, right? So you may have it or you may have seen japamalas before.
Yeah. Can I go and get into Japamala?
Yeah, sure. Too. Yeah, please. So what we do with this japamala is, so this is called the Krishna beat, first beat. So we don't usually chant mantra on the first beat, but we keep the japamala on our finger, middle finger here, and then we will turn it using our thumb. So we don't use our index.
Pointer.
Which one? This is
Pointer finger.
Pointer finger, because it points what?
False.
False. So that's why we don't use these fingers. Points false. In others, not in us.
You did.
So that's why we keep this finger away. Right? So there's a punishment we give to this finger for pointing false others. Right? That's why we use thumb. Thumb to rotate, right? So we say Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and then we go to next one. And then we say the mantra, again turn it once. Again say the mantra, turn it once. So like that, we do like 108 beats are here, so we do the mantra 108 times. That's considered one mala or one round, right? So the Prabhupada, who is our spiritual master guru, he says that we have to do this mantra chanting. Edha, are you here? Yes, some more beats. Some more beats.
They're getting more.
Getting more. Where's your mouth?
Yeah, you're doing right.
So your friend is missing today.
Yes, we have to.
Like this, or like this.
Like this. You slide on it.
Just down.
It's very easy.
Yeah, right.
Just keep it on your
Yeah.
middle finger and
Got it,
then
right?
scroll it through using your thumb.
Start from here, okay? So we need to chant the Panchatattva mantra here, holding it, okay?
Because both are using same mother to chant.
Okay? So we're going to chant one mantra here on this, this is called the lead bead. Okay? Okay, on this. So we are taking the blessings from spiritual master, asking their permission to chant the holy name. Because without spiritual master, Krishna does not listen to us. Right?
Who needs more?
I got.
There's one here, two there. Nice, Prabhu. You have so many beats, Prabhu.
Nice.
Only wholesale.
Only wholesale.
You're all,
You name it, they have it.
you are all confident, having this association.
Yeah,
this
that's we
community.
agree.
And the only thing is, you all make use of it. Okay, that's okay.
Okay, all right. So now,
Make sure
Okay.
that the beads won't touch the ground, okay? Keep the beads always in
Are you
on
opposite
your
direction? You're going backwards, frontwards, yeah.
Make sure that beads doesn't touch the
Come
ground,
here, I
okay?
teach you. Come here.
okay, all right. So everyone, attention here. Hare Krishna.
Come here.
Hare Krishna. No talking. Here. Okay, here. Okay, so now let's get into this. How to chant, right? How to chant.
Ishu, you take this, that is big.
Okay, we'll come to why to chant later, but now let's focus on how to chant.
Big in the legs touching.
Take
You are
small,
not
take small.
supposed to touch these to your legs.
Okay.
You'll hold this.
All ready? Everyone ready? Ready?
See there. There are some
Everyone
special
ready? Everyone
instructions.
ready? Let's go. So now what we do is when we chant, right? So when we chant, we are trying to see whatever we do, any service to Krishna, our aim is to bring all our senses together and focus on Krishna. So while chanting, how can we do it, right? So we're using our sense of touch. So can someone say, what are the different senses we have?
Touch.
Touch,
Here.
smell,
Taste.
taste,
Sight. See. Smell.
see, yeah.
Sight. Smell.
Sight and smell, right? So now while chanting, we are using a sense of touch to touch the beats. And of course, everybody has their own personal way of touch. And my personal connection for touch is, I imagine while touching every beat that I'm touching the feet of God. So that's my personal connection. If you have
Put fingers.
yeah, so that if you have any personal connection, that's completely okay, because it's up to an individual connection, right? So here I'm touching the feet of Krishna, and what I'm doing, I'm using my speech, the sense of speech, to what? To chant, the mantra. How? Loudly. Why loudly? So that I can hear, and so that I can engage my sense of hearing, while I'm using my sense of touch, sense of speech and also the sense of engaging forcibly my ear so that it doesn't get the input of something else, right? So that's why we're engaging our sense of hearing. Okay. Now mind is not a sense, by the way, but so that mind will make sure that we are all in sync here. Okay. So now with that, why we chant, right? So now so we are, as we discussed before for Kirtan, so we do any service, it's to purify our soul. So our chanting is not to entertain our senses. Our chanting is to entertain Krishna. Entertaining Krishna is animal service. Okay, so that's how we try to purify ourselves, right? So now when we do that, now we have like how many people here? Some 20-25 people here. So now all 25 people are chanting, but I want you to focus on your own voice. Differentiate your voice with the other's voice and focus on your own voice. That will help improve the attention, improve the concentration, improve the focus, improve the bhakti eventually, right? So this is symbolically what it means is that as soon as we leave this house, as soon as we are done with this program, we go into the outside world. We have so many problems chasing us, right? Now, how can we differentiate us from the problems? That's what this is practically we are trying to do with this kind of group sankirtans or the group chanting. Okay, now let's quickly chant all of us together, right? Paul will go little quickly so that you all can. Okay, all right. So let's do. Everyone ready? So do you all have beats? Okay, so first we'll start this Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Or you all can say together along with me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar. Srivasari. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. For every round, first we say that mantra. So that wherever mind is, at least it knows, okay, now it's time to come back. Now your vacation is over. Now come back and focus now, right? So now that's it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasa, Gaura Govinda ki jai, Shri Ram Sankirtan ki jai. Very bold, everyone, very loudly, very nice, very nice.
Here, Isha will not say again.
Okay, so now
Don't worry.
you all know why we chant loudly.
To get God's attention, so Krishna can hear.
Krishna can hear us, okay? Then
Exactly, to get God's attention.
to God's attention, okay? Right? But you want to know the secret why we chant loudly? Get the God's attention. There's also one more thing, right? Yeah, go ahead. Loud, I can. In a safe place, okay? All right? That's good. So now, everyone, attention here. Focus. Focus. Ready? You ready? Yeah? Okay. So, whatever we do as a service of Krishna, directly, indirectly, okay, it is going to benefit someone. It's going to benefit us. It's going to benefit someone else. Now, who is that someone else? Look, now we all chant, right? Now it is benefiting all of us. But there are so many other species, living entities that we cannot see, right? That are around us right now that we cannot see.
So those count?
Yes. Now, when we chant loudly, whatever we do in service to Krishna, that will, first thing, it qualifies as a selfless service. We're not doing business with Krishna. That means we are not expecting anything from Krishna. We are only asking that, Krishna, I want to serve you. In this service, it's a selfless service. And whenever we do such kind of selfless service, it benefits not only us, but everyone, everything around us. Now, can you see the small ant on the carpet somewhere? Unless you go near, you cannot even see it. But when we chant loudly, even that ant can hear that. Because especially, now someone can ask a question, but we are speaking in English. Can ant understand English?
No, not really.
Someone a question? That question? That's a valid question, right? If the ant has to listen to us, we have to speak in the language where ants understand. Right? So just like how humans speak in English or in our local native languages, similarly, ant has their own language. Similarly, flies have their own language. The birds have their own language. Bird. Right? The animals have their own language. Every animal has their own language. Even the plants have their own language. Right? So how can each of us understand each other? What is the common language that all of us understand? That is the prayers. That is the mantras. That is the sound vibration. Whenever we speak, there is a sound vibration. Right? So whenever we chant mantra, there is a sound vibration. So that is the sound vibration. That is the potency, that is the power of these mantras, where every living entity can relate to it, because these mantras are not for this material body, that is for the soul. Just like the soul we all have in human beings, ant has a soul, the flies have a soul, plants have a soul, animals have a soul, and this is the language of the soul. That's why whenever we chant these mantras, these prayers, especially in that selfless mode, not in a selfish mode, saying that only that Krishna, give me everything, I don't want to share with anyone. Krishna will not even see us. Right? But when we do anything in a selfless mode, then that attracts everybody's attention. So it's not, the reason why we chant is not for our attention, but to gather the attention of everybody, every living entity that we can see or we cannot see. Right? Even we may think that, that the plants do not have any feelings. Is that right statement? Plants have feelings, right? Right. So there was some experiments by the scientists way back, right? So they have divided people into two groups, and first group they have given a plant and they have asked that group to daily abuse that plant with some very harsh words, and the other group they have given a plant and asked that group to say really nice things about that plant. Just go to plant, and one group is using very harsh language towards the plant, and the other group is saying very nice things to the plant. Within 3 months, and this all the results. You can imagine what has happened to those plants? Yes.
The group that said nice words to it grew better,
Okay.
and then the group that said harsh words to it, the plants wilted.
Plant.
Wealth.
Which is died.
Which
In R.I.P.
Right, that's correct, right? So the plant, good job, right?
I thought
So
the
that is
plants wouldn't grow.
that is the power of words,
I thought both of the
right?
plants would
So that
die.
is the power of words. It can, these words or the thoughts, especially words, is the greatest weapon that a human has. We have to use it very, very, very wisely. It can save, it can protect, it can even kill. Yes.
Did they like take care of it? Like just
Yeah, they take care of it. Yes, they actually gave the plant food, water, everything, and also
They said how should they
treatment.
they said how they take care of it like how you do normally.
Normally,
And then they said
but harsh words. That's correct. Yes, right. Now the same thing. What happened to plants? That happened to all of us too. That can happen to all of us too. Just imagine your parents treating you very harshly. Then what will happen?
You run away from home. Get mad at them.
And
I would run away from home.
now how about in other, see, all secrets are coming out now.
Cause for harassment.
Now how about if you treat your parents harshly?
How will I do that when I'm too young to even give them
You're
a
already
dent?
doing, because you're already doing.
Just because
you
you
know,
are
a lot
young,
of-
you are not doing it, right? Just because you are young, you are not doing it. Otherwise, you would have done it.
Right, right. That means anything that we do as children, which our parents doesn't appreciate. That is means we are doing things, kind of wrong things to parents indirectly, right? But anyway, so the point is why we chant loudly is, don't hesitate to chant loudly. Of course, if you are flying in an airplane and if you're chanting loudly, that's not nice. That's not being respectful to others. At that time, you can chant in a very, very small voice where we can hear, not kind of disturbing people, right? So just because someone told me that chant loudly so the other person can benefit, that is like foolish sentimental fanaticism. That's not what we are. We need to respect others. Okay, we are helping those who don't have a choice, who knowledge. For those people, we are giving the selfless service. But for people who can think, who can talk, for them we have to be in our limits. We have to respect their boundaries. Okay, so now that's where. Now coming back to today's topic. So firstly, thanks to Shali Mataji and Nataraj Prabhu, Gayatri Mataji for all their time, for kind of opening their house for all of us to come here. And given us a very nice atmosphere here and darshan of the Radha Govindji here, right? So firstly, thank you Prabhuji for calling us back, for calling all of us back, I would say, and giving us this platform to talk, to learn, to share on the kind of Srimad Bagavatham. Okay, now I know we are already at 6:18, 6:20, so I think we are running like 10-15 minutes late already. So what we will do is I will quickly let me come straight to point. So this slide you are going to see that I hope you all can see this slide.
Yes.
Yeah, people who are not able to see, can you turn? Can you turn?
Guys, come here. Come close to. Come close to Krishna. Don't go away. Close.
Okay. So can you all see my screen?
Pretty much.
Yes. Okay. So, but before we start, let's do a quick Mangalacharan prayers, and then we'll come back to it. So this, as we are reciting Bhagavatam, there is some Bhagavatam recitation prayers that we all do. Let me quickly open that for you all.
Yes.
Alright, can you all see the screen now?
Yes.
I think we can all sing it together. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Before reciting this Srimad Bagavatham, okay, can one of you read it? Yes, louder. That's
Okay. It's a very mean of conquest. One should offer respectful obediences,
Obeisances.
obeisances until the personality of Godhead, Narayana, until Narayana, Rishi, the supermost human being, unto the mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadevi, the author.
Jai Hari Bol. Next one. Shunvatam Swakatam Krishna Punyashravana Kirtana Hridayantastomya Vardhani Vinonoti Suhritsatam. Next kid. You want it? Last one? Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Listen.
Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, Super Soul in everybody's heart, and the benefactor of truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyments from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted.
Jai. Nasta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhavate uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki.
By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by the rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is completely destroyed.
Almost
completely destroyed in loving service unto the personality of Godhead, whose praise and transcendental song is established as an irrevocable fact.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. All right, so
Remember this?
this went quite okay. Just a recap, right? I think in last satsang, Venkata Prabhu has nicely explained this picture that you're seeing on the screen. So where the soul transmigrates from the animalistic life to human life, to boyhood, to the youth, and to adulthood and old age and disease and all these things, right? So we spent some time understanding how this cycle of repeated birth and death happens, right? And then how many species are there totally that we discussed last satsang, if someone can remember? Yeah.
Because happening on the final two steps of death.
Actually, they are new to their first class, so they don't know
So the
the
first class, okay, okay. Now
I'll simply explain this for you.
go ahead.
So now you're a baby. You're all babies one point of time, right?
No.
Now you're.
yes.
No. At one
How old are you? How old are you? 7, 8, 11. Okay. Okay, you're 11. So when you're at 1, you're a baby.
No.
Not baby.
You was one of them.
Okay.
Okay.
We're
all one except one.
Okay. Now the rule is you guys have to just listen. Okay, I will tell. Listen. I'm a baby when I'm born. Okay, happy.
How do you know that?
My mom told me.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Just listen. Listen. Right. Okay. The point is,
we need to understand the soul concept, right? We were, the age progresses, we change our features, and we'll grow up, and then become old. But during all this transformation, still, you recognize your mom, you recognize all your friends, everyone, right? Hold on. No questions. Just hold on, listen. Okay? The same person, like Ishwara. Ishwara, after 20 years, he'll become young man, and then then he'll get married. Again, so many things will happen, right? So all of this, but still, you're the same person, but your features all changed. But still, you are the same person.
Same soul but different body.
Exactly. That's what it sounds like. The same soul. The same soul will migrate into different transformations, but the soul
What
is
did
same.
your soul do? Stretch out and then.
Yeah, we will come to that. First, to understand the soul concept. Okay.
Your body grows, but
All
your
right.
soul stays.
Yes, your
Okay.
soul is still like a
So,
baby.
any
Your body grows.
any questions
but your
on
soul
this
stays.
picture before we move on? Yes.
I'll
yes,
explain
yes.
while sleeping. Okay.
Which came first? What do you think?
Birth. It's kind of obvious. You don't die first. How do you die without being born? Exactly. How are you born without dying?
Okay, there
How are you
is
born
no
without dying?
right or wrong answer to the question.
How are you born without
If you
dying?
think it's a death, then it's a death. If it's a birth, it's a birth.
That's like when you that one is when you
Okay, all right. Okay, let's back.
Okay, come guys.
Okay, good conversation.
Hare Krishna. Okay, listen. Just stay at focus what Prabhu is saying. Okay. I know a lot of questions, but just hold all the questions. We will talk. Just listen what Prabhu is trying to say. Okay.
All right. Now, okay, we spoke about the soul, right? We spoke about how the person transmigrates from one form, one shape to different form, different shape, right? But what is the reason we think that we are taking this birth, repeated birth and death, right? So what is that one thing if you want to say? Yes.
So the life when you are devoted to God, fully devoted to God, you go to Vaikuntha.
That's right. So, but what is stopping us to get devoted to God now?
Work, other things.
Other things. What are the other things? What is the reason for the other things? Attachment. Okay.
And financial crisis.
Financial crisis. Okay.
Let's say you want to start from Minnesota and go all the way to New York. Okay.
Okay, all right, kids, focus here.
You're starting in Minneapolis, you want to go to New York, okay? That is like Vaikuntha, let's say, for example. I'm not saying that's Vaikuntha, but just for now. Okay, from here to go to New York. Okay, what do you have to do?
Drive there, take a flight, take a train.
So you go, right? So you have to go there. Okay, you're going on the road and you have so many distractions, sir. Will you ever be able to reach New York?
Your favorite restaurant? Gas.
Yeah.
So there are so many attractions. So many attractions.
Over 100 years, just because it's not gonna take 100 years to get gas.
Exactly.
Who knows? Because if you get distracted and there you will get married and you will settle there. You will never go to New York. Possible, right?
It's possible. Why would somebody want to live on the side of the road where a living
Why?
kind
No,
of gas?
Listen. See, from here to here, there are so many beautiful cities.
So what are they gonna do? Find an abandoned bunker and then make them
Okay, all right. Okay, kiddos, let's get back.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
I think you need to take kids separate classes.
I feel twice. I don't want to go to the same class. I feel twice.
All of you, let's go. I think we have
All kids, I think.
Separate class.
Yay.
That's gonna be 4 of us.
No, separate which class?
Stay. You just stretch. Okay, they all can.
I get it. I'm not full of questions. But doesn't matter. I get it though.
That's why you can listen to it.
I get it though.
That's good. That's good. We can listen here. All right. So, okay, I think let's come back. Let's focus for next 2 minutes and we can wrap up, right? So, in the Bhagavad
I
Gita,
won't get distracted. That's all I have to say.
issue. This. Okay.
Issue.
Okay. All right. Focus here. All right. Okay. So in the Bhagavad Gita, 16:21, right? Like we all can recite this verse. Trividam narakasvidam dvaram nashanam atmanah kama krodhas tata lobhas tasmade tatrayam tyajet. We all can see the screen. Okay, so what is this verse sloka saying here is that, right? So yeah, before we get into Bhagavatam and stuff, let's understand the basics of why we need Bhagavatam. Okay, so what is that we don't have today that we need something called Bhagavatam, right? So now, as humans, right, in the Kali Yuga, right? I'm sure that you all understand kind of what is Kali Yuga. Right? So we are in the age of Kali, right? Now, in this age of Kali, we all come with 4 manufacturing defects. Each one of us have these 4 manufacturing defects. And what are those? We have imperfect senses. Okay, 1, we have our senses are not perfect. 2, we have tendency to commit mistakes. 2, 3, we are always in illusion. Okay, we are always in illusion that this is our body. This body is going to stay with us. This whatever riches we have right now, that we are going to be rich forever. We are going to be beautiful forever. We are going to be strong forever. We are going to be, we'll have all the wisdom forever. Right? So that is, we are always in illusion. And we have a cheating propensity. In Kali Yuga, everyone have that cheating propensity. Okay, but it depends on the intensity, how much we cheat. Okay, these are the 4 manufacturing defects that we all have in Kali Yuga. And what is the result of these manufacturing defects? We get into lust, right? So we get greedy. We get all the things, right? That's where this verse is introducing us to the 3 gates to hell. Why we go to hell? Why are we not going back to Vaikuntha? It's because of lust, anger, and greed. That is lagging us to go to Vaikuntha. Remember lag. Whenever we hear lag next time, we should know it's lust, anger, greed. That is lagging us, that's stopping us to go to Vaikuntha. Right? That's what we call it as the Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Right? So that's where we see this flowchart here. Okay. Now, everything starts with every downfall, right? So that's where we are saying the lust equal to beginning of the end. The lust will eventually pull us down. It will pull us back to next life. Next life, there is no guarantee that we are going to have this same human body. And if you think that who cares, this life is fine, I'm going to enjoy in this life, I don't care about next life, what will happen to me? Good luck to you. Okay, so that's where the Bhagavatam helps us to understand. It teaches us what is this life, what will happen to a person if you don't use this life in the way we are supposed to be using this life for. Right? So that's where it all starts with lust, the kama. And I really want to buy a Tesla today. That's all. Okay, that is my lust. That is my desire. That's my karma. I want to buy a Tesla. What if my lust is met? Right? Then I will become lower. Lust is not going to stop. Right? Lust will allow us to go to next step, which is greed, which is lower. That means, man, I have Tesla now. Probably I should buy a kind of 200,000 car. I should go for a Ferrari next. That's called greed. We're not satisfied. What if I'm not able to meet my lust? That lust will take us to, you all can see the screen, right? Anger, krodha, right? I'm expecting my partner to finish this for me, but it's not being met. So I'm upset on my partner. It can be friend, it can be spouse, it can be anyone. That's where lust, that desire will lead to krodha. Now, the greed, if the greed or anger is not met, then it will lead us to illusion or moha. Right? So that's where we get into that moha, we get an illusion saying that now I need it. I doesn't care how it happens, how it comes to me, but I still need it. Right? That's where we will lose power to discriminate between what is right and wrong is nothing but illusion. We don't know what is right, we don't know what is wrong. That is what the illusion or that is what the moha does to us. And what will happen if a person is in too much of illusion? They get attracted to, and what is the next for? Mother, pride. The person gets to pride. That pride leads to matsara, envy. That's where envy, jealous, this, that, and all these things can happen. The person will never be happy. First of all, why we are lust? Why the person is lustful? Because they think that if they satisfy their desire, they will be happy. But eventually, what is going to result of it? That eventual result, that person is never happy. We started to be happy, but eventually what the lust will do is it will make us an illusion that we are happy, but we are never happy. Right? Now, in this material thing, that's where, if we can avoid this lust, anger, and greed, what will happen? That means whoever has this lust, anger, and greed, they have that demonic nature. They are the demons. Because that's what happens to demons. They are never satisfied. If we can avoid this, that means we are becoming the asuras. Sura and asura. Asura means demons. Sura means devatas. Right? So this is where, Bhagavatam, it's because we have this material defects in this life. Everyone has this. And the reason for that is the outcome of having these material defects is lust. Now, how can we conquer that? That's where the Bhagavatam is going to take us. Now, if you see this tree of banyan tree example, right? Some of you may have seen this picture before. And what happens is, if you see, our material world is a reflection of the spiritual world. That means there is a happiness in the spiritual world, there is a happiness in the kind of material world. People are serving in spiritual world, people are serving in kind of material world. But in a perverted way, in a complete opposite way. Right? In the spiritual world, Krishna's happiness is our happiness. In the material world, our happiness is Krishna's happiness. That's where it changes. That's called the perverted reflection means. There is happiness, but in spiritual world, it's the Krishna's happiness, that's what matters. But in the material world, it's my happiness, that's what matters. That's called it. It's the same happiness, but it's kind of reflection, complete opposite. Okay? That's where if you see in reflection, the bottommost that you can see here are the lower branches, which is nothing but the lower species. All the lower species are there. In the middle, we are the humans, right? And in the top, you see this arrow going here. This is where, right? This is where, out of many millions and millions of humans, there may be one person who wants to get rid of the detachment, get rid of the attachment, be detached, get rid of the lust, and go to the next top layer, which is nothing but where the demigods sleep. All the Indras, Surya, Chandra, Varuna, all kind of demigods are there, including Brahma, or in the top layer, and they are closer to Krishna. Right. So now, dear, this is where if we can cut that lust, we are going to the next level automatically. Of course, not just lust, but we have to. Cutting that lust comes with a practice, comes with a sadhana. That's what we last 1 hour we have been doing. That's our way of sadhana, to cut that lust, to kind of detach from all the attachments. Now, in different yugas, there are different kind of prescriptions that has been given on how can we cut that lust, or probably how can we come out of the repeated life and death. Right? So that's why in the Gita 7.1, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, we all can sing together. Maya Sakta Manapata Yogam Yunjan Madashrayah Asamsayam Samagrama Yata Jasyasi Tachruno. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Now hear, O son of Pita, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with the mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt." So which yoga Krishna is talking about here? So how many yogas are there? At least as per Bhagavad Gita. Karma yoga, Bhakti yoga, Jnana yoga. So which yoga? Bhakti yoga. Why? That is this slide. Right? So in the Yuga Dharma, right, every Yuga Dharma, like for example, to understand this, if a person is deceased, right? If a person is deceased and he goes to hospital, the doctor gives him medicine. Okay? A person A goes to hospital. Doctor gives a medicine for person A. Now, person B is also deceased. What does the person B does? Now, person B is a friend of person A. So he talks to person A, "Hey, that I'm also deceased. So can you share me your medicine? I want to follow your medicine." So will the person B deceased will be treated? No, because that's not a medicine for person B, because person B disease is something else, or symptoms or something else. Right? That's what is happening in Kali Yuga. I want to go to this guru, I want to go to that guru. No, I actually went to that guru, that he gave me a mantra, and that mantra is working for me. Just because it's working for me doesn't mean that it's going to work for everyone else too. Right? But that's where in the Kali Yuga, what is our scriptural medicine for everyone? Right? That is the chanting of the holy names of the Supreme God. That is the Nama Smarana. Right? And it said that in Kali Yuga, there is Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namaiva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva Nasteva Gatiranda. That means there is no other prescription in the age of Kali to go back to Vaikuntha, to get the mukti, other than chanting the names of the Hare. Okay? Now, I'm going to take Satya Yoga medicine. Satya Yoga people used to do meditation. I'm going to sit and do meditation in Kali Yuga. Please, if you can do it, do it. Out of 7 billion people, we can count in our fingertips on how many people can really do the meditation prescribed by the scriptures. You're supposed to sit straight. Your back has to be 90 degrees. Your eyes has to be half open. You're supposed to take certain breaths in certain intervals, in certain days. right? You're supposed to talk certain things, not to talk certain things. Can you follow all these rules and regulations? Can your body support that? There is no way. There's still some people who can do it, but we can count them in the fingertips. So you want to fail in the process of imitating them just because you like it, just because the person A's medicine is working for person A doesn't mean that I can take your medicine and try it out to see how it works. It's not going to work because the symptoms are different. And symptoms in the Kali, in the Satya Yuga, to go back to Godhead is to meditate. That is a prescription. In the Treta Yuga, it is to perform all the sacrifices. What are the sacrifices? Right? I mean, all the sacrifices. The kind of Lord Rama has done the sacrifice. And what is the sacrifice he has done? And he kept the Sita idol next to him, and kind of he has kind of performed Ashwamedha. Yeah. Right? So that's a sacrifice. Now, do you know what is needed to do the Ashwamedha Yaga? Right? Sorry? Horse. Right. So, but do you know how much of money is needed to do the Ashwamedha Yaga at that times? You're supposed to invite hundreds and thousands of people, Brahmanas. You're supposed to treat 100,000 Brahmanas in one way. You're supposed to treat all the others. They used to divide people into categories. All the Brahmanas in one way, you have to take care of them. All the Kshatriyas you're supposed to take care of in one way. Sudras in one way, right? So there's so much of money that's going because they are kings. Because at the time Lord Rama used to rule the whole world. So he has the riches to do all these things. They're supposed to donate like hundreds and thousands of cows to all the people. Right? There is no one rich on this earth who can replicate that Ashwamedha Yaga as per the book in today's years. It doesn't matter they are billionaires or not, but they cannot replicate that. It's not even possible. So then why are we doing the Yagam in this age now? Now also we see everybody doing some yagas. This yaga, that yaga. And for doing yagas, the priest who is reciting the mantra has to be pure. In the Treta Yuga, if a priest recites a mantra and invites the Indra will physically come and sit next to him. So today, whenever we do that kind of yagams, sacrifices in Kali Yuga, can we see anyone coming? Right? So now also whenever we do the kind of Satyanarayana Puja, we invite Vigneshwara, we invite Indra, we invite Surya, we invite Chandra, but I don't see them coming here. Doesn't mean that they're not coming by then. I'm not saying they're not coming. Okay, please don't take me wrong there. I'm saying, are we able to see them? Or is the person inviting them, is a person pure enough that they will oblige? That we don't know. We don't know ifs and buts and all there in Kali Yuga. But in Treta Yuga, if they call, they have to come. But in Kali Yuga, they may come, they may not come. Especially when we put all those grains inside the plastic and then put it there just for the sake of putting it there. That's all drama. There's no bhakti in it. That means we don't have faith in it. If we have faith, they'll come. But if you don't, if you are concerned about if I open the packet, all the grains will go away, who is going to clean afterwards? Then we are still expecting them to come and sit before us. They're not going to come. That means what I'm saying. And also, the quality of the ingredients. At that time, ghee means it's a ghee, it's a pure. Milk means it's a milk, it's a pure. Right now, we don't have. You can go buy any store-bought ghee and make the ghee fresh in your home and see the difference. Any of the store-bought ghees will not even smell properly. And we use that in our pujas. And we expect our demigods to come and sit there. So the people are impure. All the kind of ingredients that we use in the process they are impure. So that because it worked in Treta Yoga, performing yaga in Kali Yuga is not going to work. So that's what I'm trying to say. Now in the Dwapara Yoga, it's a temple worship. The people used to go to temple, they used to do seva in temple, do that, all those things. Yeah, that kind of work then kind of Dwapara Yuga. Right? Temple means Aarti should happen at 4:30 a.m. That's called temple. Temple standard means. So how many temples that we are aware of in US that open at 4:30 a.m.? Right? There are not many temples. There are a few temples, but not many temples. That means the temple worship is also not applicable for Kali Yuga. That's why in Kali Yuga the process is very, very simple. You make your home a temple, right? And sit and chant. Okay, we still need the temple. We still have to go to temple, right? But even when you go to temple, just do the namasmarana. Just do the chanting of the holy names. That is indirectly, that's called the bhakti. You perform the bhakti. Now the Hare Krishna mantra that we all recited now, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There are no rules and regulations to chant this mantra. We should understand that every mantra should be given a guru. And you're supposed to be in certain mental, bodily status to even recite that mantra. Right? But this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, the potency has been imbibed into that mantra that I can sit and chant, I can sleep and chant, I can walk and chant, I can, while working, I can chant. It has the same power, it has the same potency. Because we'll talk about why that mantra got that potency some other day. But, and I was talking to Satya Prabhu, and Satya Prabhu said that he got a mantra from his guru. Right? So there are certain mantras where they are power, but you cannot even share that mantra with anyone. But now here is Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, where we are talking about it loudly with everyone, not just with humans. I am also sharing this Maha Mantra with all the insects and bacteria and animals and this and that. That is the importance of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That's why this mantra has no rules and regulations. It's for everybody. You don't need to brush in the morning. You can just wake up from the bed, sit in the bed, write in the bed. You don't need to fold your blanket. You can sit in the bed and chant. That means you don't even brush your teeth also. While standing in the shower, you can chant. There are no rules or regulations. That's how simplified bhakti is in Kali Yuga. The process is in Kali Yuga. Right? Now, in bhakti, now we spoke about bhakti. Now, what is bhakti? What are the different steps in bhakti? Bhakti is not just one word thing, bhakti. Oh yeah, today morning I did my 2-minute prayer to God and I'm a devotee. Yeah, you are a devotee. But in which stage you are in? Right? This is where the Prahalad, I think you all know Prahalad, right? So he's part of the pastime of Lord Narasimha. In Prahalad, he says that Sri Prahalada Vacha Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Achanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmanivedanam. That means he's saying that these are the 9 limbs of bhakti. That means 9 different ways a person can perform bhakti. How? Shravana means hearing. That's what we have been doing. While I was doing kirtan, you are following. When you are doing kirtan, I was following. We both were hearing. Now, whenever we talk about Krishna Katha, that's hearing. That means we are engaging this Shravanam to do that. And that's how this Bhagavatam got originated. Parikshit Maharaj, Now, do you all know who is Vikram Parikshit Maharaj? No, he is the son of Abhimanyu. So who is Abhimanyu? Son of Arjuna. Who is Arjuna? One of the Pandava. Right? Okay, so now he is the grandson of Arjuna. Okay, so this happened in the Mahabharata era. After the Mahabharata is over, that's where Maharaj Parikshit, he gets this Bhagavatam. So he hears non-stop for 7 days. This Bhagavatam. 7 days and 7 nights. Non-stop. That is the power of hearing. He simply hears. He hears, he asks questions. Someone else is answering him. The Sukadeva Goswami is answering his questions. That's how a conversation happens. That's why the Bhagavatam is all about conversation between these two. Here. Now, Kirtanam. Kirtanam is the chanting or glorifying the God. Now we can sing Bhagavad Gita, we can sing Bhagavatam, we can talk about the pastimes, just like this Yasoda Mata spoke about Krishna in the last kind of Damodar Masa, which we just completed, where you are in that program, where the Mother Yasoda was relishing the pastimes of her son Krishna. Right? So that's the Kirtan. And Vishnu Smarana. Smarana means kind of remembering, always thinking about God. Right? So we should all practice, do sadhana, bhakti in such a way that half of our mind is dedicated to Krishna at any given point of time in a day. While sleeping, while eating, while working, while reading, while cooking, whatever we are doing, half of the part should go to Krishna. Now, Pada Sevana means serving Lord's lotus feet. Now, who is the best example for that we all see? Mother Lakshmi. Right? And Archana, deity worship. So the arti that we are going to do next, that is part of the Archana. And Vandana, pray. Chanting is praying. Right? Then Darshan means executing orders. Just following. So what Arjuna did after the end of Bhagavad Gita, he just followed the orders of Krishna. He stood up and fought. He said that I don't want to fight Krishna. But towards the end of Bhagavad Gita, he said, yes, I'm going to fight. That means he is executing the orders. And then Sakya, we have to maintain friendship. Okay? So this is where our culture has given us the misinformation. If you don't this, the God is going to come and punish you. You are going to hell. As a parent, do you want to punish our children? Even however mistake they have done, probably we may show anger, but eventually after that phase goes on, again we'll come back and we'll give the same kind of love. Right? So that's where the that's where the friendship. We should not be fearful about God. We should be friend with God, just like how Arjuna is there. How Arjuna shared that close friendship with Krishna, we all should share that close friendship with Krishna. Right? We should not be fearful. That's what our culture taught us to be fearful. You will go to hell. You will go to hell. And there are a few other kind of faiths follow that. If you don't do this, you are going to hell. Okay, but we don't talk about it. That's what the Krishna consciousness is about. Krishna consciousness is about Krishna. Yes, I've committed this sin today. So what? You're not going to take me back to Vaikuntha? That's the conversation we should be having. Yes, that you gave me this human body. And with this human body, that you also gave me these manufacturing defects with me. Right? You are the source of all problems to me, Krishna. And still you want to punish me? I'm the one who should be punishing you instead. Right? That is the conversation we should be having with Krishna. Right? If Krishna is showing us a mirror, we should also show mirror to Krishna too. It's all because of you, Krishna, that I'm suffering through this so many lives and deaths. So when are you taking me back to Vaikuntha? That's a conversation we should be having. Is there a fear in that conversation? No, there's a love. There's a friendship. That's what we should build friendship with the God, with Krishna. That's what the Krishna consciousness is all about. Knowing each other better. Krishna is trying to know us, and we are also trying to know Krishna. That's exactly what happens in the so-called marriage institution, right? Where two people, complete strangers, coming together, trying to know each other. That's exactly what's happening here too. So that we are supposed to know more about Krishna. And then what will happen if we know more? Then the Atma Nivedana will come into picture. That is where the complete surrender, where we are completely standing to Krishna. Right? This is where the Prahlad Maharaj is trying to teach us. These are the 9 different ways you can perform the bhakti. Now our goal should be that we should perform all the 9, not just one. I like music. I will focus only on kirtans. That's my bhakti. Right? Or like I like to do deity worship. I'll focus only on deity worship. That's okay. But remember, you're only doing 10% of the 100%. Being better than 100% is good. You're making some progress. But who is going to do the other 90%? That's all these activities, all the Krishna conscious activities are included in such a way that unknowingly we are performing all these nine activities at the same time. While doing kirtan, we are hearing. While saying the mantra, we are chanting. And while chanting, we are also trying to remember the forms and shapes of Krishna, all his pastimes. And we are serving. By chanting is nothing but serving. And we are also thinking, seeing the form here. That's called the akshanam. That's called we are doing that. And we are praying. The chanting is a prayer. Right? And we are executing orders because Krishna asked me to chant, I am chanting. Like Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, saying that if you think about me, then I will kind of take you along with me to Vaikuntha. That means I'm kind of executing that order. And then in this process, I'm building that friendship. While chanting, I'm actually building that friendship. So I can completely surrender to him. I can trust my friend Krishna at any given point of time. If I have my problem in house, problem in work, is there anyone to depend on, trust? That is Krishna. Right? So that's where this bhakti is going to take us. So this one I will hold on. This needs some time to discuss. So probably next time when we meet, we can kind of go in detail. But these 2 prayers or these 2 verses are coming from this nectar of instruction written by the Srila Rupa Goswami. So we'll quickly read the Sanskrit verses, and probably the next time when we meet, we can talk about this. Is a very, very important slide. Okay, so this is a slide which under the kind of instruction of one senior devotee, I made this like 8 years ago. Okay, so there's a lot of, it looks very simple, but there's a lot to discuss in this slide. Okay, but we'll focus on those 2 kind of verses for today. Utsaha nishchaya dairya tattat karma pravartana sangatyagat sato vritte sadbir bhakti prasiddhyati. This talks about if someone wants to progress in, right? So we spoke about what bhakti means in last 2, right? So we know why we need bhakti, because to come out of the lust. Now we are talking about what we should do to progress in bhakti. Make sure we are not falling down, to make sure we are not coming back to this life again. What is that we want to do? That's what this verse is about. Next verse is talking about, one verse here, this verse is talking about how to sustain in bhakti, how to stand strong in bhakti. And the other verse is talking about what is making us fall down in bhakti. Okay, we should know both. Just because I know this doesn't mean that I can ignore that, because threat can come from any side. Maya is waiting for us to pull us down. So we should know where and all Maya stays so that we can avoid going to those places. Right? If I go to downtown in the night time and if there are pubs there, that means I should know how to avoid it. Right? But if there's a temple where there's a nice Bhagavatam discourse going on, I should go there. We should know how to differentiate that. That's why we should know both. That's why as a cop, as a police, they have to think like a criminal to actually cast your teeth. So we should also think where that illusion exists, where the Maya exists, who is waiting for us to pull us down. That means I should not go there. If I go there, this is what is going to happen to me. Right? Now, second verse, the spiritual regression. One is progression, one is going backwards. Atyahara prayasascha prajalponiyamagraha jana sangasya lolyam cha Sadbir bhaktir vinashyati. Okay, quickly move on to the next one. So now, see, we are doing bhakti, right? So that means we are doing some kind of a karma. There has to be karma. And what is our non-bhakti related karma giving us? And what is the bhakti related karma giving us? Non-bhakti and bhakti. Karma points, bhakti points. Okay, simple. Whatever we gain in this life, we are not taking that back. That we all know. Right? How much our name we get, no one cares. Whether I'm a double PhD in this, whether I'm a president, I can own a company. Once I leave this body, I don't even remember what I did in this life. That means we are carrying nothing. Right? There is no family, there is no fame, wealth, beauty. I've donated so much of money to this organization. No one cares. Right? But instead, what this karma is doing, it is teaching us attachment. It is binding us. Right? And whatever we gain is not going back to next life. On the other hand, what is the bhakti points doing? In bhakti, that's why the Krishna teaches in Bhagavad Gita, Solpam Dharmasya. That means even if we do a small service, if we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This mantra that we chanted right now, if Krishna decides to give us next life, our bank account is already +1 in next life. We are taking this mantra in our next life. How do we know? That's not our job. That is his job. I think we all are from IT background, that we understand IT, that we understand the storage. Whatever transactions we make, it is being stored in a database. Now, whatever transaction that soul is making, then where is that being stored? That's why the conversation we're having in the car. The Chitragupta is recording all that. It's being stored. Transcendently, it's being stored. Right? They will pull that. Okay, this person did so much of service in this life, but you know what? He's like, he only did 90%. You know what? That I will give him a better life next time. Just like how a teacher wants to give that 1 mark to make the student pass. Just like the Krishna will give us, okay, next time I'll give him a better facilities where he doesn't need to worry about food or shelter or money or this and that. Probably I'll kind of give him in a nice aristocratic family where he comes with where he's born with a silver spoon, so that he can focus only on me. Right? That's where the Dharma points keeps adding. Why we got this human body? Because we did something really auspicious, really pious in our last life. That's why we got this human body. And why are we sitting here talking about Bhagavatam? We really did some even better karma. That Krishna decided that I'm giving you this platform. I know you did 50% of service. I'm giving you this human life again, so that you can complete the remaining 50%. So that you get all 100 points to come back to Vaikuntha. That's the reason why we are here. Right? So there are so many people. Okay, focus. let kids come now, they can come, they can settle down, right? So now there are so many people. Right? Now, okay, I think we will probably will stop here once all kids are here, right? So any questions, any thoughts so far?
It's not a big one. It's not a big one.
Any questions, any thoughts, anything you want to share?
Why do we need to talk upstairs? Because you guys are not listening.
Why do you need to?
Because you need special attention.
We go to the question and answer session. Come.
Because you need special attention. That's
I
right.
don't want to go in.
We'll do your question and answer session. Come.
So, especially in the spiritual talks, right? So this is not something which I'm talking. Okay. So in the kind of guru shishya parampara, right? So we only repeat whatever we hear from others. So it's like a parrot. So what I did is I just did the kind of parroting. That means the parrot is one of the parrot talks something, teaches something. That's what a parrot keeps on repeating. Which says, "How are you?" The kind of parrot looks at, "How are you?" That's exactly what I have been doing. I'm not qualified to talk about Bagavatham. I'm also just like one of you. Okay, so but only thing is, I just spent a little bit more time with the senior devotees who has given me this knowledge, and I'm here to pass on that knowledge to others. That's what. So it's like I'm just a simple parrot here who is repeating whatever I heard. So I'm sure I've said things that I should not be saying, but still, because of those manufacturing defects, it's very hard to come out of it. Right? So please excuse me if I have said something, if I have heard something. Okay? And but at the end of the day, Krishna, as our friend, as our well-wisher, he's there to help us progress in this bhakti. He's in fact waiting for all of us to come back to Vaikuntha. And that is the reason why he has brought everybody together here today as a team, so we all can team up, we all can strategize, we all can think about how can we all go back to Vaikuntha. Only thing is regularly attend these programs. Thanks to Prabhuji and Mataji once again. They're kind of giving us this recipe for us to use, and yeah, so that we all can come together. Make sure to attend. I know it's not easy on every Saturday to think about coming here to sacrificing all your personal life, but those little sacrifices, they quickly add up. Just like how the bhakti points, they quickly add up. The sacrifices add up.
Can I add one more point?
Yes, Prabhu, please.
So you talk about karma points of bhakti. So we all know God is capable of doing everything, right? God can do anything. But God cannot do one thing. Do you know that one thing? God himself cannot do it. Anyone, any guess?
He cannot force us to do.
He cannot do one thing.
He cannot die.
No. He cannot do something first.
He cannot make us believe that he's there, or he cannot get us.
He cannot show himself.
He can do everything. But one thing, you can see the slide, whatever we do, the bhakti dharma, the dharma we do, God cannot deny it. God cannot say, hey, you have not done this, I'm not going to consider this. Even God cannot do it. Right? So the only thing which God cannot do it, whatever you do dharma, bhakti, he has to accept it. The only thing which is not, God is not capable of, right? So you have to fully focus on how I can do bhakti. So there is no chance that we are not going to fail it. Even if you go to the school, you do all the beautiful stuff, you write the exam, but if the principal or someone thinks they can make you fail. You did the good job, but they can make you fail. But for God, when you do bhakti sincerely, even he can't do it. That's the only thing. So that's the weakness of God. So we have to make use of that in this lifetime. Right? The more and more important is how we are going to make use of this lifetime. Right? I can do whatever I want. But this lifetime, like Prabhuji said, it's so much precious. Right? When we have an opportunity, at least now here we are some few folks, right? There are a lot of folks who are still interested, but they do not get the opportunity. because they are not aware of this. That's number one. Number two, even if they are aware of it, they have some problem, some karma that they are not able to make it. Right? So at least when we make it, at least whatever we do, the bhakti service today will help you in this life and also in this life. That's only fine.
Share bro. Hari bol.
Hari Bol.
Alright, any other thoughts anyone like to share before we wrap up for today? Alright, so preparing the offering. Okay, so we have 5 more minutes. So as Boga is going on, probably we can continue to discuss and then we'll do the after. Okay, so now let's continue conversation. So as we have 5 minutes conversation, does anyone have to leave or something? We all can wait for another 20 minutes. So we'll do the aarti and we'll have prasad.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Well, Prabhu is preparing, right? So the secret why we have to clap while bhajans and secrets. You know, they say that our fate is already written. So if our fate is already written, then how it matters if I'm doing bhakti or not? So it's already written, right? But one thing in bhakti is we have Krishna has given an option or opportunity for us to rewrite our fate. Right? That's why when we do kirtan, when we do rikata, or when we clap, we are rewriting our fate. How? All break us. They are changing. But we will not see it with our eyes, but they're changing. That's why if Krishna wants to, if you have done a sin, and for which we are supposed to be punished 100%, but by changing the fate, the punishment. This function is like a personal. That's something very hard. But anyway, so now that's why kartal, there are many ways people play kartal like this, where there's no sound. That's a kartal is supposed to like this, the sound has to come. someone has to come. Then it's working. Because when doing it just for sake of doing, there's nothing happening. So when we're doing in the bhajans, kirtans, whatever, appreciating someone, someone has to come.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasada Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami
Guys, no.
Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur ki, Gandhamaya ki, Gandhamaya ki, Bhakti Devi Tulsi Devi ki, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki, Ananta Gauda Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Hare Krishna. All glories to assemble devotees. Hare Krishna. Vancha Kalkara Yasva Sindhu Deva Shankaram
Just do a quick Narasimha prayer. We'll wrap up.
On the case, do you know National prayer? National prayer, no? You all come here.
Kids, come here.
Okay, just sing that and read, okay?
Okay. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Accepting the prasad, we sing this prayer, and it's a really good prayer. We will read the translation for this after we recite this prayer. Okay. So Mahaprasad
Hare Govinde Nama Brahmane Vaishnave Svalpa Punyavadamajan Vishwaso Naiva Jayate Sharira Vidyajan Yodendriya Karika Jivakare Vishesakare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Radha Govinda Prasad Ki
Jai. Translation. Oh brothers, this material body is a network of ignorance, and the senses are one's deadly enemies. But they throw the soul into the ocean of material sense enjoyment. Among the senses, focus here guys, among the senses, the tongue is the most ferocious and very weak. It is very difficult to conquer the tongue in this world. Oh brothers, Lord Krishna is very merciful. Just to control the tongue, He has given us the remnants of His own food. Now please eat these nectarian grains while singing the glories of the Lordship, Sri Sri Radha and Krishna, and in love follow Chaitanya Nitai. Jai Sri Mahaprasadam Ki. Jai. So once again,
Thank you all.
all for your service.
So little. So little, man. Take more. Prasadam.
It's a live event. I might be in here. I'll be here. Wait, what is he? No, get back. Are you watching it today? 9 o'clock? Probably. My mom will be